Today we're going to be working on the 2005 Yzf600r Thundercat. We're going to start to take it apart, and I'm going to take off the fairing stay because it's smacked in here. We're not going to change the fairings to new ones yet. I'll put these back on just so I can do the steering bar on the right and the master cylinder and all that. So let's go through what we got so far in this thing, ordering to do this job. We have a master cylinder with levers used. The front one, and that was $37.32 on eBay. That's with tax and shipping and everything. We have a right side throttle handle bar bracket or casing. I got one of those. That was $12.80. The right side handlebar, I got the whole setup. That was used again, $42.65. Got the fairing stay, an aftermarket one, cost us $59.45. We did those aluminum foot pegs down here. I don't know if you can see that with the light. Kind of hard to see in here with the light, but anyway, we did those aluminum foot pegs. They were $5.86. Greg does not like them. He wants me to get different ones, so I ordered different ones, CNC aluminum ones that supposedly adjust, and they're supposedly for the Thundercat. Well, I say supposedly because the Thundercat really doesn't have replaceable foot pegs. You got to drill out that rivet and get a new pin. So it's not like normal ones where you just kind of pull the pin and slide it out. So I got those. Those were $34.97. So far the parts in the bike have been $193.05, and that should get us up and running, where you can actually steer the bike and that kind of stuff. So we're going to start right now. Like I said, we're going to start to pull the fairing stay. So I'm going to pull the front fairing and replace that fairing stay. Okay, just come over behind me. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull off this mirror to try to take off the pressure off of this part. See if I can get it. Feels like it's a torque. Okay, that's a problem. Let me come loose. Right. What I want to do is I want to pull this off so that we can kind of relieve the pressure on this. It's a little tight because of the pushing. Off these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's nothing holding it here. Pull off these inner things, and then we should be able to pull it back. Put the light out here so we can see and you guys can see. What we did so far is we pulled off the windshield. Now we're pulling out the inner dash so we can get that out of our way. Little crack here.
Yeah, there's something else on that.
There's two more over here, and then we'll get that out.
Actually, when the bike crashed, the two bolt heads that were down here for the window snapped inside of the dash panel. So.
Oh yeah, I see them. There's one right there. They're only plastic.
Yeah,
no big deal. They'll get them out.
Yep.
Because that's what happened is it twisted the body and twisted the window. The window's not broken, but where the brake fluid kind of got on there from when the brake fluid, as you can see, there's all little dots in there and some scratches. So we'll probably get a new window, but we might clean it up just in the interim, just so that we don't have to buy a window right away. I'm sure he's going to want to smoke glass anyway. So first things first, let's get the thing where we can actually turn the bars. As you can see here, how far the fairing stay came in, that it actually hit the master cylinder and broke the master cylinder. Plastic window bolts that he was talking about, no big deal. The heads are broken off, so we can just spin them out. No big deal. 2 seconds. And these things are cheap. These are just window screws. Like I said, they're plastic. The plastic doesn't really look broken other than this tab's a little thing. We could probably push that out and just stick a little bit of crazy glue on it and I think this one's the way it's supposed to look. Well, this piece seems to be alright. So, but it's missing the ones that go up, so we'll have to see if we can find those. You can see it mushed in this way. There's no way I think I could have pulled that out, but for 50 something bucks, it's just, might as well just take it off. So that's what we're gonna do. So there's a bolt here, center bolt here. You have to take off these, and it should pull through, and then we gotta take off the cluster. Nothing crazy. So we're gonna have to change out all these rubber pieces because this obviously doesn't come with it. So we'll have to exchange all those out, and the rubber pieces on this, and that's it. Make sure that the wire for the headlight stays above it. Slide it in under it. We started to get the fairing stay in the right position. Got the wires acclimated. And I think we have to throw up the speedometer. I'm not positive if we screwed that up, which I think I did. So I have to move that to get it back over there. So we've got the stuff kind of lined up so that we kind of know where things are. Looks fairly straight. Got a tie on the gauges. Got a tie on the bolts. Push these back through so we get these back where they need to be. Tie this up here, and I think we're pretty much there. So that's good. So I think we're pretty much there with the fairing stay. So just tie up the last few bolts. You know, Greg's got it all lined up over here and over here. So it looks pretty good. Now we have the fairing stay done. It's cleared. Everything's back lined up. Wires are all right. And we're just sitting here waiting to start the bar. So guess we're gonna just start pulling the bar stuff off and seeing that if everything's okay. So right now fairing stays done, and the bike is one step closer to being fixed. Alright, so what we did is we undid the casing for the throttle. We're going to change that. We're going to undo this. We're going to undo the master cylinder. Then I'm going to undo the bars and slide it out. Then I'm going to put the new bars, slide it in, and then put it on. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it. Okay, so far we have the bar back on. We have the throttle set up. It's not holding back. Now I'm just going to put the perch on for the master cylinder. And as you can see, that bar was way down there before. Now it's nowhere near the tank. It stopped. See, those bars are really bent. I don't know where the original bar went. As you can see, that is bent. That's completely holding it like that. It should have been straight. Obviously, it's really bent. So that's where that is. The bike turns without hitting the tank anymore, which is positive. I just got to do the brake. So we got the bars back together. We got the brakes bled. Got a pedal on it now. Everything's back together except for putting the front fairing back on it. Master cylinder looks alright where it is, so that's good. We went over to 5.1. This way you could mix it with .3 or .4. So I figured it would be better to do that than I had no idea what was in it. But throttle doesn't catch anymore. I mean, I see the cable moving a little bit. They probably should be changed because they were a little broken in there. But for right now, it's alright. Seems like she's firing all the cylinders. Seems to be alright. Holding a perfect idle. As you see, now it doesn't hit the tank anymore like it did last time because obviously the bars aren't so low. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably put the bike back together, just with the old fairing on it for now, and then I'm going to try to pull that tank. So, so this is what I was talking about. See how these are pointed down? Greg didn't like them because they should have been more like that. So the other ones that we got, that you can change the angle. So, like if you look at it, it's a little bit tilted, and he doesn't like it. So for 32 bucks, I'll change the other ones. It's not a big deal. All right, so it's next day. We got some new bolts for the mirrors, because the other ones were stars and they were a little chewed up. So those are stainless steel. Got the brakes on, throttle on, bar on. As you can see, it doesn't hit the tank at all now. Put the glass back on just so we can see how things line up. This will go right back in once the front's not broken. But right now she's rideable. I'm just waiting for those new pegs to come in so we can change these back, because if they were like that, that'd be nice. These tilt down a little too much. So other than that, it looks pretty good. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Give us a big thumbs up. And the Thundercat is on its way back to being a rideable bike. Say goodbye, Greg.
Like and subscribe.